Hey, chiropractors, Dr. Fred. This is part 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 of eliminating all time and money objections, because time and money we know are priorities. So I'm teaching the boot camp this weekend, boot camp 1, day 1, day 2 in Phoenix, Arizona. And here's one of the slides. I was reviewing the PowerPoint again. 2 things that run people's lives, 2 things that run their lives. 1, their beliefs. 2, their values, what they believe and what they value. And if you want to know what people's beliefs and values are that are running their life, then look how they spend their time and money. Isn't that fascinating? So time and money are related to their belief systems and related to their values. So if we want a patient, actually what they want to be healthy. Hey, the world today, people know our health's become our top priority. They want to be healthy. Everyone wants to have confidence in their health. And what's going on in the world today has made that a #1 priority. So we have to establish where they're going to live a chiropractic lifestyle, because spine and nervous system is foundation of life and health in the body. And we know the nervous system sends energy to the organs, spine's out of alignment, shuts down that energy, creates disease, affects your immune system, affects everything else. They're going to live a lifestyle, they're going to be healthy. Then we have to help them adapt their belief systems and put their health as their top value. And what kind of business are we in? We're not in the chiropractic business, because there's an old adage, and it says, a man with his health or a woman has 1,000 dreams. A person without their health has 1 dream. So we as chiropractors, we are in the 1,000 dream business, because we restore health. People have 1,000 dreams that get to fulfill their purpose in life. And if you're watching this and you're in the general public, hey, that's you too. That's you too. Say, that's me right now. Put your finger on your chest and say, that's me. So as chiropractors, we have the responsibility to change their beliefs, help them put their health as their #1 value and priority. And then we get above all other obstacles. So now we're in day 2, reported findings. We're going through the x-rays. Now, traditionally in chiropractic, what have we done? What have we done? Showing their x-rays has been all about the information. It's been about patient education. But we already know how a person feels. The feeling they get in their nervous system informs their mind. So we're going from patient education into patient experience. And in this series, we're talking about 3 communication tools of influence. 1, they have to agree and verbalize, multiple agreements. 2, we're going to use our body to teach them. We use our body to either body motion to demonstrate body motion on charts, and the way we touch them. You create the experience in a report of findings, not by what you say, but by the way you touch them. And we're going to go through that real quick. And number 3, number 3, using metaphors or analogies. So really, it's about a conversation. I'm not going to go through the whole reporting findings script. But when you're talking about, Miss Jones, here's a normal curve in your neck, and here's yours. You're using your body. You don't even have to see an x-ray. What's the difference between the normal curve and this curve? Well, there's no curve. I've lost it. Great. What that means is your posture is erect, the structure is strong, spinal cord is relaxed, carrying energy from the brain through the spine, all the organs of the body, bringing life, health, energy to all the organs of the body. Now your body has the potential 100% health. Can you see that? Do you understand? Yes. Great. Now, when you lose the curve, posture distorts, structure weakens, and your spinal cord has to stretch. What am I doing? I'm using my body. Has to stretch like a rubber band. What else am I doing? I'm using a metaphor. Now, if you stretch your rubber bands, does the diameter get thicker or thinner? Gets thinner. Does it get more tense? Does it get less tense or more tense? Gets more tense. So when you lose that curve, spinal cord's under stress. Energy can't move through a system that's tense. Nerves are getting smashed. Right now, energy's trying to move from the brain. You got to dam in the river. What are you doing? You're touching their neck. What part of your body is below their neck? You run your hand down their spine. My whole body. That means this is like a faucet that's getting turned down. Turn down the faucet on her neck. Now, see, for all these people that I'm an engineer and I want to explain this and I want to talk about degrees, all the power to you, man. What's the difference between a 35-degree curve or a 38-degree curve and a 12-degree curve? That faucet is shut down. Okay? So what is the meaning of the degrees? So all the spine geeks that want to talk about mechanics, A, the patient doesn't care. B, If you do care and you want them to care, then use a metaphor. What's it mean? What's it represent? And that's it. Faucet shut way down. So instead of flowing through like a fire hose, I'm running my hand this normal curve. Right here, it's flowing through like a fire hose. Run your hand up and down. Now what's happening is it's moving a lot slower. And then you would just dot down their spine, because that's what happens. Dr. Dean Harrison. This stuff is published way back in Alf Bragg. You put stress on the tension and stretching, traction stress on the cord. It slows down the conduction. It's actually called, there's a law, it's called Laplace's law. We learned this in CVP. If you stretch a fluid-filled vessel, it'll slow the fluid down, slow the blood flow down. If you stretch an electrical wire, it slows the electrical conductivity. This is your spinal cord. A spinal cord under stress will diminish the amount of flow that goes through there. So what part of their body is being affected? What part of your overall health? My overall health. Exactly. And then we do a demonstration. Here's a normal curve in the neck, right? Push down. This is what yours is. Your spine is subluxated. They hold their arms out eye level and you push down, because that's what's happened on gravity. You have a weakened structure, then the spinal structure starts to collapse. You know, it's like the same thing. It's physics. Hey, why does a bridge have an arc? Because when there's boatloads of traffic, what's it do? It has flex. Why does a bridge through a narrows, why is a bridge flexible, right? Galloping Gertie, the Gig Harbor Bridge, you've seen that video where the bridge is going like this. Why do they make bridges flexible? So they don't break. It's the same thing with your spine. Your spine acts like a spring for compression. That's why you can run and jump. But when you lose those curves, man, it gets smashed. It breaks down, causes stress on the cord. Now your body gets sick. Now you age. And a healthy spine and nervous system is the most powerful anti-aging process. So what did I just do? I used my body. I used analogies. I did a demonstration. We showed with our body, and we get agreements. That is an experience in a report of findings. Now, when you go to boot camp 1, we're doing one in Phoenix this weekend. We'll be there again in July. Then we go through this. We practice this for 3 hours, where you actually get to demonstrate and work in small groups and get this down. Learn how to use your body. Learn how to pace and lead. Learn how to use metaphors, because now a patient whose life and family and their health of their life and family is dependent on those 10 or 15 minutes that you're going through those x-rays. Their life and the future of their health and family is dependent on the experience that you create. Are you going to continue to do just patient education, or are you going to do a patient, or are you going to create an experience? And by the way, hey, I know there's lots of successful chiropractors out there, and man, on day 2, and you show them the x-rays, we're not talking about starting a patient. We're talking about creating a lifestyle mindset. We're not talking about facts they have to try to remember. We're talking about an experience they can't forget. And so they change the way they live their life. They don't start a program, buy a product or service and quit. They get into your program because they're committed to living their life differently. And that's it. I just read today that in UK, they want to start vaccinating kids starting from 5 years old, with a vaccination where kids are not a means of transmission, with an experimental vaccination with kids that their immune systems aren't even completely mature yet. And if we don't get families and change their mindset now, we are already living in a different world, and that world is not going to change, is not going to end up in the right direction. We need families, we need kids, we need people that are living an inside out reference point, not only spiritually, but physically with chiropractic, change their mindset, and we can make a big difference in the world. So let's move from patient education to patient experience. And if you're watching this in a general public, then go to idealspine.com or cbppatient.com. Look for a spinal corrective doctor, ask for a referral, or find a great chiropractor in your area. And let's get under chiropractic care, keep our immune system strong, and let's do the right thing, where we don't have outside in approaches. We have inside out confidence. All right, you guys, love you. Thanks. Oh, by the way, go to Elite Coaching Group on Facebook. Ask for an invitation on there because we got all this stuff on there too. Also go to You Are More Powerful Than You Think Facebook group. Let's get in these groups so we can get an inside out reference point spiritually, physically. We have spirit, mind, body, and we can create a new world. Thanks, you guys. Love you.